Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something really interesting. Two images, seemingly quite different, powerful images. But when you put them together, they seem to reveal a single, pretty profound truth about how the world works.
Yeah, we've been looking at a collection of observations, reflections really, that kind of push you to look past the headlines, especially, when it comes to perceptions of Africa.
Right. So our mission today is to cut through some of that noise. We want to unpack what these images, these visuals are truly telling us about power, about respect, influence on the global stage.
Think of it as a way to sort of synthesize these complex ideas, maybe get a clearer picture faster.
Okay, let's get into it then. The first image, or the setting for it, takes us back to September 2022, Queen Elizabeth II's funeral.
Right, a huge global event, probably the biggest gathering of world leaders since Mandela's memorial, actually.
Exactly. And what stood out, or what these observations focus on, is how everyone got there, particularly African presidents.
Yeah, leaders representing, over 1 billion people?
Yeah.
People used just private jets, flags, armies.
The whole deal.
The whole deal. And they were transported to Westminster Abbey, side by side, on a coach bus.
It's such a jarring visual, isn't it? You picture these heads of state used to motorcades, the full diplomatic treatment, suddenly all together on a bus, and then you contrast that with, say, the President of the United States.
Right, and a few others. They got their own motorcades. No bus for them.
So the immediate explanation you hear is, logistics.
Yeah, logistics or, protocol.
Yeah.
That's the standard line.
Does that really hold up when you think about global power, symbols, optics, how things look? That's crucial, right?
Absolutely crucial. It feels a bit thin, that explanation. Symbols matter immensely in these arenas.
So the symbolism here is pretty sharp. This image, it seems to send a message, maybe unintentionally, maybe not.
A loud one?
A loud one, yeah. That African leaders, despite everything, are still seen as needing to be managed, maybe not quite honored in the same way.
Managed, not honored. That really captures it in a powerful visual about who kind of holds the reins implicitly.
And it makes you question how respect is shown or maybe withheld just through these seemingly small logistical choices.
Exactly. Those details aren't always just details.
Okay, so let's shift gears. From that scene of formal power, let's look at the second image. It's a really stark contrast. This one is a crowd, African men pushing, shouting. There's a sense of desperation.
Yeah, the exact context. Is it a voting line, a food queue, registering as refugees? Yeah. It almost doesn't matter as much as the feeling.
What feeling is that?
Just raw emotion. Urgency, definitely. Helplessness. Anger, too. Bubbling under the surface. You can almost feel it from the image.
And you've noted this isn't just one photo, right? This kind of scene.
Yeah.
It repeats.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's not isolated. You see similar things, similar energy in Kenya, in Congo, Nigeria, Sudan, even sometimes in Kigali, which might surprise some people. It's recurrent.
Wow. So how do these two connect, the leaders on the bus and this crowd?
Well, that's the crux of it, isn't it? These are the very people those leaders on the bus are supposed to represent.
Right.
And what's striking is that both groups, in their own way, are shown waiting. The leaders are waiting for maybe foreign approval, for a certain kind of recognition.
Okay.
And the crowd, they're waiting for basic dignity, for fairness, for food, for their systems to just work.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if you're in the suit or the torn shirt, you're still sort of looking upwards for permission, in a way?
That's a powerful way to put it, looking up for permission. And when you bring those two images together, the leaders, the citizens, a deeper truth starts to emerge. It seems to reveal this reality of power without respect and presence without influence. That's what these images together really hammer home.
Power without respect, presence without influence. That's heavy. It makes you think about colonization. We say it's over, in name. But are the underlying dynamics still there? The control, the subservience, just maybe dressed up differently?
It certainly raises the question. And it creates this kind of modern paradox, this dichotomy.
How so?
Well, you have the modern African leader, wears the right tie, speaks perfect English, goes to all the summits.
Checks all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes. But metaphorically, maybe he's still sitting quietly, in the back of the bus.
Right. And then the flip side?
The flip side is the African citizen, chanting for change, voting for hope, maybe protesting for food, but still finding themselves sort of begging at the door of systems that feel broken.
So it forces this really fundamental question, is Africa truly free? Or is it just politely managed, kept in line by the global order.
Politely managed. That's a chilling thought.
There's a phrase in Kinyarwanda, isn't there, that seems to capture this perfectly.
Yes, a really profound one. Ubwigenge ukubaho gusani ukubawa.
And what does that mean for those of us who don't speak Kinyarwanda?
It translates roughly to freedom is not just surviving, it's being respected.
Wow. Not just surviving, but being respected.
Exactly. And that really gets to the heart of what these images might be showing us. That yearning for genuine respect, which is maybe the ultimate test of real freedom, real sovereignty.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive. We've tried today to use these two distinct images to look at one single, pretty challenging reality about Africa's place in the world.
Mm-hmm. And that ongoing search for true respect.
Yeah. It's clear, isn't it, that while things have changed, obviously, there's still a long way to go.
A long way. So maybe something to leave you with, to think about. If freedom really is defined by respect, as that phrase suggests, what other subtle signs are we missing? Signs of management versus genuine honor in global interactions, not just involving Africa, but everywhere. And maybe more importantly, what does real respect actually demand from all of us, from the world stage?